Okay, I'm back on the Cub Cadet XT1 50-inch with the 24 horse Kohler, and I had a little problem with it the other day. A couple weeks ago I did the video on changing the oil, and I used a little bit here and there, but then it sat for several days, and I came out to start it. I always leave it in my garage, and when I started it up, white smoke poured out the exhaust. Shut it back off, trying to figure out what happened there. It's never done that. Shouldn't do that. Only got about 30 some hours on this mower. And so I shut it off thinking, okay, something's wrong. Something I did. So I checked the oil levels. It looked good. Make sure I wasn't leaking oil. Wasn't leaking oil anywhere. Went through and double checked all the other connections. Make sure something didn't fall off a hose or something like that. Didn't see a problem. So I started it back up again, thinking it's some kind of fluke or something got on the exhaust vent. You know, something like that happened. I wasn't sure. So I started back up, smoked a little bit more, then kind of cleared off, and seemed to be running okay. And I drove it around for like 5 minutes, did a couple things, parked it again, came back and started again. It still smoked a little bit, but not near as much. So I didn't know what was going on, so I shut it back off, checked it all over again. And as I looked it over, I found, I live on 2 acres. I got kind of bumpy yard. It's hilly and stuff, so I noticed that the spark plug right here, if I can get it back off now, let's try to, it was on there, but when I pushed on it, I heard a little click, like it is not clicked on all the way. And I checked the other one, it was not on all the way either. So somehow, unless it was like that from the factory, they were not snapped in fully, so it wasn't burning properly, I'm guessing, somewhere between the time I used it before and this time. So after I did that, I've driven to the past week, probably about a half tank of gas. Everything's working fine. Everything's no problems. It sat for a couple days, started up, no smoke. So I'm guessing somewhere along the line, the plug wires somehow vibrated loose, or they weren't all the way on there. So it might be good to check those every once in a while, make sure they're properly seated, and see how it goes. But if you have that problem, I'd check that first. So like I said, this is, like I said, I live on bumpy property, kind of hilly, and so it probably vibrated loose. And there you go. Hope that helps out somebody. Good luck.